Critical alert for all members. Pending May 15th of 2018, we have a major global financial crisis starting. Some, but not all of the important trend date points are May 15th, as I said, March 6th, 2019 to July 7th, 2025, November 8th, 2025 to April 26th, 2026. You need to pay special attention to May 15th of this year. And this is a crisis globally that's going to affect not just currency, but every aspect of money, real estate, housing, apartments, business possessions, and this is on a institutional and personal level financially. So for those of you that do not have an adequate management strategy in place, or you're in a volatile state financially, now is the time to get on top of that. You want to take and make efforts, before the curve. So, for those of you that are struggling financially, if you don't have a job or you're in a precarious situation with bills, etc. You need to scramble on that. This is not the time for lethargy. I hate to be the one to light a fire under your butt, but rather see you scramble and be okay than not. Wanted to also say much thanks. We've had a consistent interest in the work that I do, both in the the frequency design for behavior and state improvement, and also just for graphing trends. A lot of the reports, the trend reports, it's funny because usually February is a slower time for me, but for some reason I've never been this busy at this time of the year before. And there's a growing, although it's been consistent, there's been a growing uptick in interest from financial professionals, traders, financial managers, people that work as an accountant type thing. So I wanted to say thank you to those folks. I realize that you want and needs more specific content tailored, for you. Please note that in the comments section of this link below, you'll find a web link, brief outline of both the hazards and threats associated with this financial crisis. What I've done is I've tried to find some of the more interesting snippets. So there's a bunch of article snippets, links, also resources, and at the very minimum, there are 2 resources that you need to avail yourself of. For those of you that have been following my work for some time, I'm absolutely endorsing the resources, especially, the first one. This is a second party resource that you need to be aware of. It's something that's low cost. It's a tool, easy to use. You need that. The other thing is the second key point on that is related to source content that I also highly advise, and you can read about that on the page. So click out the link. What you need, even if you're at a starting point, you're not aware of what's coming up. A lot of you have probably been seeing and hearing about the tremors in the news. What with the recent debacle in the States where government funding was slashed back. This is just a small beginning of what's coming on the horizon. So again, thanks to everyone for the support and interest. For those of you that are wanting some of the specific, trend and analytic reports that I do, please know that I'm running at a 4-day minimum backlog. So if you're needing stuff done right away, that's the wait period right now, a minimum of 4 days. And depending on what it is you're asking for, we may be looking at as much as 7 to 12 days. But this should help you. For most of you, this gives you a resource that you can get up to speed and educate yourself with immediately, and also you've got some a direction and steps that you can take now before things get too crazy. So much thanks, gratitude, and love to all. Hope everybody's doing okay. And I have more videos coming. There's a bunch of content that's been in development, and a lot of the web-based content for upcoming videos is nearing completion. We're probably looking at, I'm going to say, 1 to 2 weeks before there's any more significant video uploads. Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon.